Recently, I released my very own Battle Royale map, FMBR. And so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys that map, showing you all the POIs, and overall just giving a good map tour of FMBR. If you go on to enjoy the video, make sure you like and subscribe as it's entirely free, and a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, so I really appreciate it if you would. And at the time of me recording this, I was really sick, so if there's any voice cracks or just anything weird you hear in the background, it's from me like moving my mic or being uneasy. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into the map tour.
Alrighty, well, this is the spawn island for FMBR. You know, you got your letters and your season 1 stuff. You got the support me thing, which if you come over here, you can use my creator code FullMoon-YT. I highly recommend you doing it because I'm awesome. And then over here is another board that says coming soon. Something is coming soon to this, so I would recommend playing the map because that's probably one of the coolest things about it, so I'd do it. And then this is your matchmaking portal with friends and whatnot. So let's go ahead and start looking at the map. So here we have Crimson Cribs. This is a like red kind of version of Holly Hedges. It's a lot smaller than Holly Hedges, but like I kind of took the properties of like small houses in Salty Springs, hedges around Holly, and then like pavilion area from Pleasant, and kind of just like combined it into one small little thing. They all have like a bunch of cool chests in them. Like these are everything in my map is custom loot, and so Crimson is just an overall really like fun and unique POI. One of my favorites. Also, there's like this small pizza pit building, and yeah, so that's pretty much Crimson. So we'll go ahead and head over to the next location. So for the next location, we have Tasty Trade. Now, Tasty Trade is the like depot area of my map, and obviously it's in this desert biome, and it's got a thing for the Durr Burger building, which is over here, if it will render. Yep, that's the Durr Burger building. And then the pizza pit, which is over in Crimson, like I said, and there's also one over here in the Pine Forest. And then there's a place for Softies ice cream, which is right here on this shoreline. So I also have this empty one. Don't know what I'm going to do with this depot yet. Right now it's just holding storage for anything in general. But I'm sure it will be used for something in the future. I don't know. Maybe. You'll just have to play the map to find out. Next is Sandy Screening, which is kind of like a ripoff of Rocky Reels. However, I kind of used like all of the aspects from Risky with like the barn stuff, and then just put it in the desert. And then I have this like interchangeable like walkway thing, which I made custom, and this was a pain in the butt to make, but I think it looks really good. So, and it's a really good loot. It's got 2 chests on it, and then there's a 3rd chest down here, so it's just a really good loot to land right here. And next we'll visit the Pine Forest. So our next location is Precious Pines, and it's, as you can see, it's just a pine tree forest on the map. And I think this is one of the more like aesthetic looking places, because you can just like walk through here and you got all of these towering like things, and you got these benches that are just really like cozy and whatnot. You got these dirt pathways, and then it just like it looks like an actual camp. Now for me, I don't like cabin POIs, so what I did was I set up all of these like little like campfire pit thingies, and then made like a bunch of RV vans around it. So like there's like 4 of these, I think. So there's a bunch of RVs. They have a ton, everything, and a ton of loot. So when you're landing Precious Pines, you're gonna want to land at one of these RV parks. Now you can also find loot scattered around as well, but I really recommend landing at one of these because these are the like highlight of it. And then there's one right here. So yeah, these are like the main spots to get loot from in Precious. And we'll go ahead and head over to our farm POI, which is Fieldy Frontier. Now, this is just your casual farm, you know, your crop field, your barns, your main barn, silos. There's like a chicken coop thing over here. But a cool thing about this location is the like dock little thingy. Obviously there's no fishing in my map, but there's like this little like pond area, which I think is just like really cool looking, and like overlooking like the farm or whatever. It's just a really good location. And next we'll visit Fatal Factory. Now Fatal Factory is just your like standardized factory as well. There's this one building here with storage. It's got a bunch of storage in it, lots of good loot, lots of wood, lots of wood planks. You can get like max mats here. It's almost better landing here than it is Precious for mats, just because of all of the like variety of it. And then up here, you got a bunch of offices. And then up here, you have offices as well with your standard, like, roof chest and whatnot. And then there's this little, like, scenic area out here where you, like, walk in and stuff. And then over here is the main factory. So this is kind of like Slurpy Swamp-esque. So you walk in, and you get this cool little, like, meeting area. You got your front desk and your Coke vending machine. And then you walk in here, you got all of your storage and your main production. So Fatal Factory is a furniture company, or it's a furniture like store thing, and they make a bunch of furniture. So really easy to get mats here, and it's a really good loot. It's like not spread out, it's compact, so you really could loot this and probably be good at landing Fatal and like be done looting. So up here is a bunch of offices, like a ton of them. Lots of good mats here. And then up here is storage for wood planks, more of these racks in case one breaks. And then, you know, you've got your standard like roof. You got up here your 2 silos that produce the smoke coming out of the thing. And then you've got this really scenic area out front as well with, you know, car spawns and whatnot. And there's car spawns all over my map. So next we'll visit the Junkyard. So up on this mountain we have our next location, which is Jammed Junkyard. Now this is a really cool location because it's the only place where you can get off-road cars. So all of the cars on my map have the normal standard tires, but over at the Junkyard it's got the off-road tires. So if you want an off-road car, land Jammed Junkyard. It's a really good spot to land. It's got a lot of chests in it. It's one of the smaller POIs on my map, so you're gonna find a lot of your loot easier. But I overall like I like this POI. Like, it's a good POI. But yeah, I just think it's a good POI. And then our final location is Sharky Subterrane. Now the reason I'm coming this way is because I want it to be like scenic. So you've got this huge mountain here. You see this huge mountain. You're like, oh, well, where's the location? Well, that's because it's inside of the mountain. And I think I probably am making it a much bigger of a deal than it actually is. But you'll come through the shark, enter here, and voila, Sharky Subterrane. This is so cool. I'm so happy I built this instead of doing the stupid idea I had for on top of the mountain, which I won't share yet because it might be a good POI change. But like, Sharky is basically just this ancient civilization with purple trees and purple grass, basically powered by these pink glowing crystals. You got this fountain over here. You got a bunch of like bushes and just overall a bunch of like cool like location like spots. Like, it's a really good place to land. Now it's hard to get to, but it's very rewarding as far as loot goes. Probably the biggest POI on my map. And then if you don't want to land at the main section with everybody else, you can land in the smaller section, and it's also got a ton of good loot as well. So yeah, that's all of the named POIs on my map. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you want to play the map with friends or by yourself, the code is above the cell memory used. It's been above it the whole time, but I'll also put the actual code image on screen now. So go ahead, type that code in, play this map. It's a really fun battle royale. At least I think so, because I guess I'm biased because I made it. But I think this has the potential to be one of the best BRs in the community, and so it would really help out a lot if we could share this video, just promote the BR, because I want FMBR to be like the biggest thing possible if it can be. So yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. FullMoon is out!